In this video, I want to take a look at Kim Mulkey and who is winning the breakup between her and Baylor, as I think it has a few interesting dynamics that I want to go through. As I can't help but think the recent Baylor retiring of Brittney Griner's uniform and the rhetoric that has gone along with it is a subtle dig at Kim Mulkey. Before we start, if you wind up liking the content, then please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get into this. Kim Mulkey left Baylor after the 2021 season, and the narrative was she wanted to go home and help the state of Louisiana and build basketball back in her state. And she and Baylor have played nice in the media, and that story has been the go-to since then. But it's pretty clear, it's not usual that a three-time championship coach goes on to another program, especially for a coach that built a program from nothing, and Baylor had never won before she got there and then had been there for 21 years. The rumors when she left were that she and the current AD, Mack Rhoades, were not on the best of terms, as she was not a big fan of how Baylor had handled the Art Briles situation with the football program as well. She had expressed unhappiness with the new basketball facility being built, as she felt it should be directly on campus versus across the highway and more closer to downtown. I mean, it's still close to Baylor, but it was like a mile away from where she wanted the stadium site to be. So no doubt she was happy when LSU AD Scott Woodward came calling. He's the same AD like prior to LSU. He was at A&M when they got Jimbo Fisher to come to Texas A&M. So he went in hard, wooing her, and she took that job offer back to Baylor to see if Rhoades and school president Linda Livingston wanted to match. And what seems clear is they did not do everything they could to make sure Kim Mulkey did not leave. And this can be argued either way. Some will say she just wanted to come home. The cynics, maybe like me, might say, hey, she was pulling a Saban, using the Texas to get her Alabama salary up and get some more facilities built. That's what I think she was doing. But either way, what is clear is Baylor did not fight real hard to keep her. Baylor then went out and hired Nikki Colin away from the Atlanta Dream and the WNBA. She actually left the team 10 days before the WNBA season was to start. Her career record as a coach in the WNBA was 38-52. She had success, or the most success, her first season in Atlanta in 2018, where she went 23-11, was named Coach of the Year. She went 8-26 the next year and 7-15 in 2020. The Dream did have issues the last few seasons, like the management didn't like the players and the players didn't like the management. Colin had been an assistant coach in college for 3 to 4 years, 5 years maybe, but she'd never been a head coach in college basketball. And as the saying goes, never be the guy that follows the guy, be the guy that follows the guy that follows the guy. And Colin has had mixed success. She's gone 68-26 at Baylor, 28-7 her first year, 20-13, then 20-6. And they are ranked number 24 in the AP poll currently. But her success, I mean, obviously pales in comparison to Mulkey, who went 632 and 104 in her 21 seasons there and won 3 championships. But it's pretty clear how Colin has tried to distinguish herself from Kim Mulkey is a cultural shift, if you like. And straight away when she got there, she was talking about embracing players of the past, and that was clearly indicating Brittney Griner. I am not going to go into the Mulkey-Griner issue in detail. I have previously outlined it in this video. It's a good video, actually, if you can stand the way I say homosexuality. I think I'm better homosexuality. It's a hard word for me, and I should have stopped saying it to start with. But in a nutshell, Brittney Griner was dead to Kim Mulkey once she crossed her publicly and did the ESPN article with Katie Fagan. And with the recent jersey retiring ceremony, it seems like the narrative is, it's about time. This has been done for all she did for Baylor's program, and she was treated so bad by the previous regime. At least that's what I read when I see the headlines, essentially reading between the lines. And that's what I think makes this breakup between Baylor and Mulkey so interesting in terms of who has won the breakup. So if you're looking on the court and wins and losses, it is clear that Kim Mulkey gets the W. She's left for LSU, and straight away, within 2 years, she gets a championship. Baylor has not been a tire fire under Nikki Colin, but it's clear that they are not the program that they were when Mulkey was running it. But then again, I imagine the administration at Baylor, Rhodes, and Livingston are quite happy that they don't have to worry about Kim Mulkey going off the rails and saying the wrong thing, which might include ripping off your mask during COVID or saying it would be a shame if a player was prevented from playing due to COVID, or potentially visiting the White House if Trump is back in office. Those things probably kept them up or made them less than thrilled to have Kim Mulkey as their coach. But for me, if I am a Baylor fan, I am less than thrilled with this breakup and think we got off second best, because as a fan, all I worry about is if my team is winning or losing. And some people might say I am morally bankrupt for doing this. But really, I care about the art and not the artist and their personality. Like a deep, dark secret of mine, I like the show House of Cards. I know Kevin Spacey doesn't sound like a great guy, but I still like the show and I can separate the two. If a Michael Jackson song is on, I don't flip the channel automatically. Now, I was thrilled when the Texans traded Watson. I thought that was the right thing to do, and, well, that's because we got C.J. Stroud, and he's better than he was, and we got a whole bunch of draft picks. But if Deshaun Watson is still playing for the Texans, I'm still watching the games. I don't care. The most important thing for a QB for me is not who they're dating or what they're doing off the field. It's don't give up pick sixes. That's why, yes, Matt Schaub, you are never allowed on my football team ever again. All right. That one scarred me more than the Deshaun Watson years, that's for sure. And, well, that is why Kim Mulkey is winning this breakup, as she was able to double her salary, continue to be a great coach in a place where they allow her to be who she is, which is essentially an outspoken, eccentric, great basketball coach, versus Baylor, who's fired one of the top 5 coaches of all time and have replaced her with a coach that has never coached college basketball before. It seems like she's going okay, but that is the thing. Baylor is now just okay, and it's unclear where they will go in the future or if they will ever relive the heights that Kim Mulkey took them to. So yes, Baylor might have the moral high ground in some circles, but I think it's pretty clear that Kim Mulkey won the breakup once she won that national championship with LSU, much like Tom Brady won his breakup with Bill Belichick after he got his Super Bowl down in Tampa Bay. Now it's over to you. Who do you think won the breakup between Baylor and Kim Mulkey? And do you just think it's a matter of time before Kim Mulkey gets brought back to Baylor to have her name retired or a statue put up in front of the stadium? Your thoughts, comments, poison, all welcome. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good night.